So, first of all, my name is Michael D. Shumpud and I am from Barangay Santo Rosario, Matago, Leyte. So, the first question is, how are the competing theories of creations and evolutions going to resolve in terms of the existence of the universe and supernatural beings? Which statement or philosophical principle will you apply to resolve these contradictory claims? So, so to resolve these contradictory claims between creations and evolutions, so the principle I would apply is that there is a creations behind the existence of the universe, and there is a creator, and there is also a creator, the supernatural beings. It is impossible to believe that the existence of the universe are created only by chance or natural process, just like what have been stated or specified in the theories of evolutions. But according to the evidence which is stated in the scripture in the book Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, it states that in the beginning God created heavens and earth. And from that idea, it is essential that the universe, including the heavens and earth, are brought into the existence by the divine act of creations. This reflects that God is eternal and exists before time, space, and matter, and by His will, He brought everything into existence. Also, God as our ultimate cause. God Himself is not created, but God is our origin of everything else. The next question is, briefly explain the existence of the maximally great being in terms of the following. First is the information of the DNA. So, through information of the DNA, we can prove the existence of the maximally great being, because we all know that DNA contains a billion of informations in which it is hard for a person or individual to contain such informations, but only God can do that. So behind the informations of the DNA is intelligence, just like behind the printing papers is the printing machine, and behind the printing machine is the intelligence, and the intelligence comes from God. Next is the fine-tuning of the universe. So, for example, if the distance of the moon to Earth, and the distance to Earth to the sun is perfectly designed in order to support life, because if it happens that the distance, for example, the distance of the Earth to sun is nearer or far, so it is hardly to support life. So from this fine tuning of the universe, it can prove the existence of the maximally great being on how intelligent, brilliant God is. Next is the existence of the absolute moral values and duties. So I remember that Sir give us an example in which he has a sheet of paper containing numbers, wherein he called two students to read that numbers in two opposing sides. So the student 1 read that number as 9, and the student 2 read that number as 6. So the contradictory claims raises. So to resolve that complex, so the both of them must decided to go to look for the subjective sources to ensure that who is right or wrong among them. Next is irreducible complexity. So it refers to the complex organisms that cannot function if any parts are removed. So for example, if fan is removed, the blades, so it cannot produce wind. So just like how God created the universe or earth to support life, He brought everything into existence to to support life, because if it happens that there is no water, so it cannot support life.